We have eggs. We're taking care of eggs. They will become dragons. If you do well enough on the midterm, you get to keep the dragon.
Plenty of digging around was to be had.
Yeah, I got a recap from Will, so I'm good.
Nah, but you should totally recap it. Just be sure,
I mean, usually Lillian's the one that recaps and like, who wants to recap it?
Lillian hasn't been.
Lillian hasn't been here.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh no, what do I recap to recap?
All we really did was just basically take care of the eggs, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I basically got told that you guys took a test, and Reese got a C, but was very happy about his C.
He's never gotten a grade before. He's so proud of himself for passing. He's homeschooled.
As I said, Reese got a C, and he was very happy about his C.
He is.
Every time he took a test.
Cooper and I took care of some stuff before the session. Apparently, Volturus takes after me.
Oh.
Did you do well?
Has Volturus just been sick? Oh, okay.
Yo.
I was gonna say, has Volturus just been sick this whole time?
Yeah, we can make that excuse. He came down with
He's just
void
looking
flu.
for real. Oh, hey, that's my fault. Oops.
Yeah, Skid. He got sick from your void junk. Anyway,
my void junk?
I mean,
it's
you're
my
leaking
blood.
void junk out of your back.
I am leaking. It's technically his blood, but yeah, it is void. He's trying to get it figured out. He hasn't.
Anyway,
he hasn't. He's just.
And then
afraid.
after you guys took the test, you got the eggs for the midterm, which were all randomly decided. I forget what everyone has exactly, but you all partnered up with people. The only person who has a partner from within the group, I believe, is Reese and Lulin, who paired up together, and made up slurs for each other.
Singular slur.
Yeah, made up a slur for each other.
It's Spessy. Specimen.
Yeah, made up slurs for each other.
We made up slurs.
And
it was more like
everyone
Lilin, and Reese was kind of just like, oh, okay.
Everyone did varying amounts of good taking care of the egg for the first time, with Felix once again disappointing Urza Mothok, apparently.
It's look, I feel
a
justified now because he's a fucking shit father.
What?
Urza Mothok is a shit father.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part of the recap.
Reese is also kind of a shit father, but because Lulin carries him, he's okay.
Anyway, so that happened, and then there was a lot of dicking around to be had, and that's pretty much where we are now, because if I remember correctly, it was a short, mostly roleplay-oriented session.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's also the Battle of Strixhaven, which is,
right, the gladiatorial arena battle thing that's going on soon.
Yeah, as the other campuses and other schools have come to Strixhaven. Not Strixhaven, Silverquill.
Yes, Strixhaven, my favorite school.
Yeah,
I go there.
Strixhaven, Silverquill, to now, we'll start the Battle of Strixhaven, which totally doesn't have a reference to anything.
I need to send a letter to my
And we're totally
dear
not
papa.
going to be forced to participate in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Not at all. No.
Yeah, what?
I still need to figure out how to combine that scimitar with my sword, and I need to send a letter to... Reese has to do a lot of things.
Because you divvied up the loot when I wasn't here, I got absolutely fucking nothing. Thanks.
No, we kept something for you, I'm pretty sure.
No, you didn't!
I thought we did.
Wait,
no,
but
not according to the item list.
I thought we did, genuinely.
Yeah.
Wait, where's this item list again? Is it common?
It's up here. Pixis got 2 things. Al got 1, Felix got 1, the harness obviously went to Monch, and the scimitar went to Reese.
What about who grabbed the
earring? Right, the doubloon blaster. I fucking forgot about that.
Yeah, so both Will and I didn't get anything, because Pixis got 2 things.
I didn't choose anything. Those things were just here. You're taking these now. It's like, okay.
That is true. We were talking about the doubloon blaster, and we took too long. So Will was just like, "Pixis, you're taking this, whether you like it or not."
Yeah.
To be fair, Pixis is the only one who uses guns. So.
Yep.
That too.
Where is the list? Hold on.
I could have taken a feat, but also, there's no point too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I level to level 4! Hold on.
Wow.
Yeah, we're
I'm
level
not
4.
taking a feat. I am just increasing my wisdom score.
Wow.
Yay.
I grabbed a
That's
feat because I get to do it.
majesty.
I get to do that ability score increase at level 6. So I'm just like, I'll wait till then.
Yeah, Mr. Fighter. Not
Mr.
everyone is
Fighter.
like you.
Teehee, I picked up the Slayer feat. Or the Slasher feat. I slash things better. I mean, like, I don't know if Pixis not having to, if we want to take one of the things that Pixis has and give it to Volturus, there's the Ocean's Heart.
The earring doesn't matter for me because I already have water breathing.
Oh no, the Ocean's Heart, which gives
What is
you can just make potions, like healing potions. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a cloak of protection with the ability to make blessed potions.
Yeah.
Right. And what's
I think
my?
I think we gave that to me with the idea that we'd hand it off to you when you were joining us again.
I do think so.
I do think we wanted to keep that for you, so you can have that.
Nah,
Yeah.
but you should give it to the rogue.
No.
No.
You already have something.
The
You
rogue
have the
needs-
healing item. You are
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
are
you
healing
because
have
I'm
the
the-
earring.
Cause I'm the fucking
Yeah?
Buff butt.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
Skid, my VPN doesn't like dandywiki.com.
Oh.
It's saying it's insecure and is potentially phishing my information.
Oh.
I really was that buff
Wiki
bot in the
dot.
fucking last boss
The
battle.
crab
Ain't
fight,
no way.
yeah.
I just
I need to make
want
sure.
the-
I get an extra spell, don't I? Yes, I do.
You do.
Oh, I get 2 extra spells because I increased my wisdom.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
I apparently need to figure out how to
thought-
combine the scimitar with my sword. I don't know how to. I don't think Reese knows that's an option, so nothing's happened yet. But like, I know that it's kind of an option, but I don't know how to seamlessly make it so that way Reese is like, how do I make this a thing?
Maybe ask the dedicated person in the group who's good at doing stuff like that.
I'm not giving you my sword, brother.
Does Sword Brother know that they can assimilate?
Ask Cooper. I don't play Raihan. I
Would
play Reese.
Raihan know this, Lunar?
Raihan can't
Instinctually?
talk. He can only communicate with feelings and screaming.
He can communicate with a few words every now and then. He can speak like maybe 3 a week. He
No,
can
it's
express
like-
disappointment in Reese getting a C+. And Reese was like, "What? This is good. I passed, right?" And Raihan was just like, "Sigh. Sure."
Wait, so is it like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb?
Kind of. Raihan is weird.
Is everyone getting HP? Giving HP to Lunar?
Oh, hold on. Mine hasn't changed since last session, so it's 40.
I think mine changed. Yeah.
I'm a
'cause
fighter. I have more than most. Teehee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cooper, would Raihan know that he can assimilate? I feel like he doesn't because he's been a sword for 2 months.
No.
But
No,
okay. Okay, great. He's been a sword for 2 months. He died 2 months ago and he became a sword like maybe like 3 days later. So like bro's not having a good time. Out of every character in this party, he's having the worst time. I think. I mean, yeah, he's in constant pain. He's a sword now. Poor guy. Bro needs a nap. Well, actually, he's eternally napping. Don't give him a nap. Yeah, Reese has the scimitar of the Seven Seas, and he doesn't know what to do with it, so he's just been, like, holding on to it, being like, I don't know what to do with this, guys.
Why do all these spells suck dick?
Oh, which level spells are you looking at?
First and second, I already have all the ones I think I'd use, including utility. I mean, like... Because I already have all the big utility spells. Do I actually have Cure Wounds? I don't
Oh.
think I do. Oh, I do, okay.
You could grab,
Because I have Healing Word, Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Guiding Bolt, Inflict Wounds, Spiritual Weapon, Lesser Restoration currently, and I get 2 more.
You get 2 more?
I'll obviously be switching them around once I hit 3rd level spells, because there's a lot of those I want.
Maybe Borrowed Knowledge and fucking Enhance Ability would be nice.
I was looking at Enhance Ability, but the issue is that it's a use of
concentration as well.
Yeah, it's concentration. Like, it's good!
I think Borrowed Knowledge can be useful.
Yeah.
It can be. Hold on, what the fuck does Augury do?
Feel free to start the session whenever. I'm, like, just currently looking at spells.
Oh, Augury's great.
I am never gonna cast it.
I know, but like you can basically just ask the DM. It's what does R stand for?
Ritual. Yeah, I know, but I'm never gonna cast it as the thing, and it only works a certain number of times in a period of time.
That's true.
We do have to start with you, like, just slightly.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
why don't you talk into the mic a bit more?
My apologies. So, we did do a little recap, but let's move back in time just for a little bit. As Walters, you were recovering from your sickness, technically.
Yes.
And so you had to go to Ambrose to receive your egg, which you did, of course.
It's find the blue one because it's the only one I can move. Oh, it's not that one. It's this new one you created.
No. Yes. Let me see. Oh, here. Yeah. Can you move it?
Yeah, I can move it.
Alright, well, first off, Ambrose will start off. Walters.
Yes.
I do believe you still need this is a two-partner project. Some people have still been undecided, so I do suggest finding someone post-haste before, well, you are left alone on this assignment, and having to bring it everywhere is not the best case scenario.
You would think not. Cooper, out of context, who's the girl that, like, Felix and Volturus met at the cafe?
Oh, that was Mina.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's Mina, but, like... Yeah... Okay. See, in character, Volturus is not awkward because he has no idea what a social norm is, but out of character, me, Elune, is awkward as fuck.
Well, I mean, you can ask anyone or try to do it solo. You know, baby father it up all the way.
The big thing with that, Cooper, is though I would say typically that is a very Volturus thing to do, he also doesn't want to accidentally kill a child, because Volturus' whole thing is he has no empathy for humans, but a lot of it for, like, creatures. He doesn't want to accidentally kill a dragon in the egg because the egg gets damaged during a fight or something.
What do you mean a fight may happen? What?
Yeah, Cooper, I would never. Well, the thing is me out of character does that, and Volturus has already been ambushed in his own fucking dorm once. Like...
Yeah. It's a possibility. I'll say that. Especially with your class's escapades.
Yeah. I should also start with this. Who are the options?
Well, technically, if I were to do it normally it would be Rosie, since she couldn't partner up with Xanther. Mina. Then it would be Tilius is already with Mara, so it would be technically those two, and then either Greta or Jevnesh.
Okay, given Volturus is already sitting here, he kind of looks over to Mina. Given we sit next to each other and we've already talked a little bit outside of class, you want to work together on this?
Mina will kind of look over and be like, I mean, I guess there's not much else. The best have already been chosen, so.
Volturus kind of shrugs. You make do with what you've got. It could be worse. He looks over to Felix and Urza Matok with like a look.
Yeah, they're
not an Urza Matok, but
bit.
kind of side-eyeing Felix subconsciously.
What the?
Yeah, you can see like your little chromatic lightning dragon kind of like wrestling in between each other. And I will go over the semantics again, but once again, for your dragon age, you need to keep yours in a crucible of lightning, or at least with some lightning element in it.
How convenient! I believe I have thaumaturgy. Hold on. Let's see. No, D&D, not.
Yeah, but you're supposed to keep in a cauldron of lightning element, shine it, and take care of it as if it was your own child. Show affection.
Yes. I'm checking my spell list. 1 second. All my shit is thunder damage. Not that I'm saying I'm gonna smash the egg, but I'm just checking the elements on everything.
I mean, you can ask Pitsas for.
I was gonna say I was potentially gonna ask Pixis. Volturus kind of walks over to Pixis. Hey, Pixis. I know you're good at mechanics. I need to keep a chromatic dragon egg in some sort of lightning sparking environment. Could you potentially make a device? I'm not asking for anything complicated, just something that would potentially light sparks, etc. nearby. Yes, effectively.
Cool. So do you think you want an electromagnet sort of situation, or one of those like cool zappy globes?
They're globes of plasma. It's plasma.
Yeah.
That's
what's the name of it? It has a name. What is it called?
Plasma's superheated, and yes. I don't believe they do super well with heat, so I would say just something less volatile.
So conductive.
Conductive, exactly.
Is it allowed to get wet?
Out of context, given lightning and storms go together and water conducts lightning, Cooper, I would say I assume so.
As my Tam thought is saying submerge it in a saltwater bath and then electricity.
Yeah, that's what me out of character was thinking too. Cooper is muted. We will have to wait.
You know, just a bathtub full of salt water and then some car batteries and you're good to go.
A nice cauldron, and then there's like magical motorbikes and like mechanics in this world. We could make something to zap it repeatedly.
Exactly.
A gentle electric current. It's like an electric eel.
Yo, just get an eel, actually.
You could just put an electric eel in the thing.
Or eel.
I also keep forgetting what voice Pixis does, and so I'm having to make it up every single time. Oh, come on, computer. There you go.
Hey Sparrow, do you
Lightning
intend
and
to
freshwater
get
worms.
what's it called, Monster Hunter Wilds?
Oh, I thought you were going to say repo. Maybe. I
Oh,
definitely
Cooper's
want to get
typing.
Wilds.
There you are.
Oh.
So you wanted to know how much it costs, right?
I wanted to. Well, that is important too. I was gonna ask, can we submerge it in water?
Yeah, of course.
The salt water.
Lovely.
But
Okay,
it
then
does
yes,
need air.
Cooper.
Cool, this is amazingly easy.
Yeah, because Tam and I both had the same thought, which is make a sparking device, and salt water is super conductive, which will effectively mean you can spread current around it easily as long as it's submerged.
Actually, even simpler. You don't need a power source. You just need tinfoil and copper. If you make this bitch out of copper and then wrap the top of it in tinfoil, it makes a battery in of itself and conducts electricity on its own.
Does it actually?
Yes!
Cooper, how much would something like that cost?
You first need the crucible, and if you're, I guess, a tub of salt water,
Yeah, effectively.
Because
and then
here's the thing.
copper and tin. Are we
this
talking
is the-
sheets or are we talking wiring?
I'm thinking copper cauldron, like for brewing potions. Fill the bitch with salt water. Copper bowl, whatever the fuck, whatever fits a egg, and then cover it with foil at a level where it touches the water. This is gonna be stupid. I don't know if you're gonna understand this context. There's a creator who makes like Midwestern food, and one of the things she did was she made a Jello salad in a copper bowl and put tinfoil over it, and it melted the tinfoil because it conducted electricity and dissolved the tin. She created a battery because of the copper, the tin, and a couple trace minerals. I think it was like, not plutonium. Fuck, potassium. I've been doing a lot of nuclear physics stuff lately. Leave me alone. But yes, you can create a battery with copper, tin, and salt water. Yeah.
So, Cooper.
Actually, I did a science lab on
Yes.
this. What am I saying? Cool.
Okay, yes. How much would that cost?
50 GP.
Okay, lovely. That is... I have 55 in my inventory. That does work. So
How many
Volterix
volts
basically...
does this thing need?
What did you say, Tam?
How many volts does this thing need? Does the egg need?
What check would this be? I would say just have Tam roll
Which
art
check
and
would
like
this be?
smithing tools or
Chemistry.
artificer's tools. Because that's all it's the same kind of mechanics as inventing anything else.
Because according to a quick Google search, they tend to conduct about 30 volts, which is pretty low. Well, I guess it depends on what type of salt and stuff you use. But how lightning does the lightning have to be?
I think it just has to have electric current is the vibes we're going with.
Cool. I can do that. I am chemistry nerding out right now. Okay, what am I rolling?
Artificer tools.
You got it. Da, 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 da.
Which you should have started with.
How do I do that? How do I roll artificer tools?
It's just
Intelligence.
It's intelligence plus proficiency bonus, because your proficiency bonus. You have a proficiency in them.
So deep 20 plus 5, I'm hearing.
Yes.
That's a 20. That's a dirty 20. I can create a simple battery.
Yeah, I'm alright with this idea. So yeah, just tell me what you did for the check.
I got a dirty 20.
Hey. Yeah, it's fucking easy as shit.
Alrighty. Volturus basically puts up a hand for Pixis to give him a high five.
yours is way easier than mine.
Oh, fair enough.
Love this
Good
little
luck.
bugger,
If
but
you need help studying for the next test, I got you covered.
you got it.
Alright. Volturus, basically comes back over to Mina. I should have the lightning conductivity thing handled. Thankfully, being good friends with an artificer does have its benefits.
I have a lab report on this.
Alright, so for the first week, it passes. Oh, wait. Shit, I need a check from you
Yes.
before we do the. So, as the first week passes, just tell me how you take care of the egg. And either it's going to be just animal handling, or if you say something like, I study up on how to take care of the egg, then we roll nature.
Hint, talking to it helps a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say, Volturus would probably work out some sort of, like, schedule with Mina so that on, like, each of their busiest days, it would be the other person's turn to take care of it, if that makes sense. So if she's working and Volturus would say, like, not, doing activities, he would take care of it and vice versa. So that there could be someone around it at most times. And then, honestly, Volturus would be the kind of nerd to go to the library at some point and pick up a book on, like, habits for raising dragons, etc., etc. He'd probably, like, when it wasn't in the Crucible, or even when it was in the Crucible, basically, instead of reading, like, at his desk, basically have it next to him. And like the book nerd he is, he would totally read out loud to it like a fucking dumbass. Like you would to your dog. Yes, I do that with Artemis. Don't judge me.
We do, we just don't say anything.
She's my baby!
Oh, it depends on what you're reading to Artemis.
Typically, it's stuff when I'm, like, scrolling through social media, I'll read dumb comments and stuff aloud to her and ask her if she and tell her about how dumb they are, and then she'll wag her tail at me and be like, yes, obviously!
So, you're reading to it just one more time.
Volturus would basically get a manual, or not a manual, but, like, books on how to, like, raise a dragon. And he would 100% while reading through them basically read out loud and talk to the egg like you would like a dog or a cat.
Alright, yeah. You can roll either animal or nature. Your choice.
I'm pretty sure they're the same. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, they're the... Oh no, animal handling is wisdom, which is better. They're the same, actually. No. They literally are the same. Okay, I'm trying to find a D4 for guidance. I'm not sure where... That'll work. It's not about like the other one, but... That is okay. Ooh, wow, okay, that's good. I got a good guidance roll. 9 plus 4 from guidance plus 4, 17.
Yo, I'm not the only one. Oh, yeah.
Alright, well. Volturus, as you take care of. I guess you haven't given a name. Just what, like, Sparky. As you take care of Sparky, it does seem to, at least, how do I say?
Kid, we can fucking hear that!
I thought I had my mic muted, my bad.
Cooper, continue.
It does seem to have a increased splendor to it, almost like lightning itself is bouncing off of it. You think if you take care of it a bit more, you may gain some benefits to your lightning powers.
Alrighty.
But yeah,
I'm gonna quote the message
That
for
would
the dragon midterm and update it here. And fix your typo.
yeah. That's probably good.
Cooper.
Yes.
I think I got a spell last time, but I can't add it to my own sheet.
It was the spell Armor of Adithus, I believe.
Yeah, I can't make spells appear out of thin air on my sheet.
I can, and so I will.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do that. Do.
Okay.
Sorry for the disturbance. Magic. I love magic. Don't you guys?
Yes?
I know I did a fucking lab report on salt bridges. Where the hell did it go?
Okay, chemistry nerd.
Quiet!
Okay, I've added it to your sheet.
Thank you.
Yeah, the first week passes unbothered. As I think I've updated the. Did I update? I did. Alright. So, as the first week passes, all of you get the basis of doing all of this. And some of you have done a lot more than others. Oh fuck, I have to drag that gosh darn dreading page over here for you.
Cooper,
My
you have to do
apologies.
your count if it's been another week.
What do you mean I have to do my Yes I do.
Uh-huh. 3 left,
Down to
fool.
3.
Fuck!
Down to 3.
During that time, can I write a letter? Can I send it to you? It's okay. It's very important.
There
Yeah.
are
Okay.
two things that do happen though. Let's say at the end of the first Monday, as well, a knock comes upon the door. You've all probably finished classes by now, and you're all kind of sitting down, or at least not in the. You finished classes. That's about it. And you can all hear like a knock from the front door.
Okay. Volturus kind of like gives, here's the knock, gives the egg a pat on the top of it, making sure not to shock himself, with a glove on, and then kind of walks out.
All right,
That's
Volturus, as
alright.
you walk out and basically see this well-feathered figure, you see what seems to be a rotund Aarakocra, you think? He's fat, at least. Very fat. And
Why?
you see that he's like a little bit of a panic. If you can, please roll me insight.
If we can. So that means we
Oh,
can?
Yeah, roll me insight, basically, is what I'm asking you to do.
Oh, the insight sucks. Yeah, Pixis doesn't notice shit. They got a 3.
Pixis, no.
I have a -1. I don't want to hear it. She has a bad
wait.
habit of being too
Dirty
focused on-
22. I can
Okay.
fucking insight with the best of them. 14 plus 6 from my mod, plus 2 from guidance. If you want the breakdown.
No, I believe you. So, you can, even though Pitsis, you're like, this is a random fucking bird, fuck. Volturus, you are a bit more keenly insight to the physiology of birds, I guess. And you can clearly tell that this bird is in a panicked state. And let me drop the token for you guys. Oh, you can't see the name, can you?
No.
Alright. you see Professor Sharpbeach as he kind of like hoops and howls. Are you task lesson? Seven?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you
good,
alright?
Oh, you see, like he's shaking and rattling, and like he almost seems like you see like some feathers are slowly being grayed from his head.
Alright. Calm down. We're not going. Nothing is going to hurt you here. What do you need us for?
Well, may I come inside?
Well, Turris kind of looks at Pixis. Sure. We can call everyone to the dining table or something.
Professor Sharpie will follow you adamantly.
Who the f is Grayson?
That's
That
the
is the
Rich
prince.
Bitch guy.
Why
Yeah,
is
that
he
is the prince of the
ignored?
country you are.
Xanther and Urzamoktak are also in our house.
They're more they're binary. They're like code, but it only shows up when I need them.
Oh, they're not there? Wait, wait,
You
what?
want them to be?
Why would they be here? That's my question.
Because it's a joint effort raising this egg, you know. My
Yeah.
glasses.
So Professor Sharpie follows you guys diligently as like you gather everyone by the table, and he kind of like once you're all there, or at least the ones that can be, he's out. Well, I was do you know how the battle for Streetshaven works?
Volturus
No.
kind of shrugs. I've seen the flyer. I don't know about everyone
Well,
else.
I've seen
Well,
the flyer as well,
it's like
but
a very good game, but like better than Quidditch. Like you,
Quidditch.
What's
Like
a
from
don't
Quidditch?
worry, it's old. That's old. That's old news. This is better. But
Okay.
what happens usually is each team or school presents their mascot for the for the play. But, you see he goes quiet and like he looks to be almost
Volturus kind of very very quietly whispers to Felix next to him, so that the even with owl-esque hearing, someone couldn't hear. I thought that was supposed to be kept quiet.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm having a hell of a hard time to listen to hearing what Lunar's saying. What the fuck is supposed to be kept quiet?
People are supposed to be. The schools are supposed to present their mascot. You know what the mascot of Silverquill is, right?
A
No.
dead
The
dragon.
dragon whose head we found in the fridge.
Oh.
Oh, right.
well, all right. That's a bit different, but yeah. He has gone missing, and
I mean, like, he's,
What if?
he can't really show himself. How long has it been since he's taken
month?
this
Over a
retirement?
a month.
A month?
You were at the end of the month. Yeah.
I'm sure he was a busy man. He has been gone a month.
That's not it either. All the rest of the schools must have also disappeared, and
Are they
Um,
all
Is this-
dragons, perhaps?
Disappeared.
no. Like some from Witherbloom have a giant slime as their mascot presented, and then the Hello Dragon called a wyvern, and it was a deer.
Oh, like, so everyone's mascot is gone?
I've been asking for help from the professors, but Ambrose kind of chuckled and then said, "You guys," and I really need to find them.
So, what exactly do you need from us?
well, past the garden is where I usually have my class, and I need you to find the other mascots before the magic game.
Oh, okay.
Volturus kind of like makes a face and then just slaps back on his unreadable expression. We'll try our best. We're good, but I'm not sure we're that good.
And Bros recommended you personally and said like this would be good hunting.
It is in theory what our
hands you a key. This is for the nature observatory. Go in there. Once you find what you need, just capture the mascots and like bring them right back.
How much time we got?
The magic games start in about 2 weeks.
Say it again.
2 days.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
Oh,
weeks.
never mind.
If you could you turn off your Discord noise suppression?
Yeah, Coop, we can like barely hear you. You sound like you're talking through a microwave.
Sounds like you're talking through a microphone.
Well, yeah, everyone talks through
Wow,
microphones,
really?
Sparrow.
Yeah. Well, no. Apparently, I sound just the same as I do in real life. One moment.
Yeah.
No teacher, no headmaster, no rules. I'm heading back to Urzamot talk. I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
I'm just. Who's Ambrosia?
The
Ambrose?
freak.
Ambrose.
The freak?
The freak, the suspicious guy.
No, that's a different guy.
Different guy?
Oh,
I thought it was a
no, we
different
don't know.
No, I thought Ambrose was the suspicious guy.
Is he the
Wait.
suspicious guy?
He might be the sus guy. Let me look at the
He's
paper.
I'm
It's
pretty sure
whoever-
he's the sus guy.
No. Hold on. It's whoever the new professor is. Let me look.
I think it's Ambrose.
Isn't the new?
It's Professor Onyx. That's the
My
new guy.
bad.
Ambrose is fine.
Who's Ambrose? Is the new dark arts teacher that took over your special stuff?
So
Yeah.
is it him?
I think it's him.
Yes. Wait,
I thought it
he
was the
recommended us.
Yeah. We did. We
Volturus just kind of raises an eye, like looks to the Owlin / Aarakocra, gives kind of a look to everyone else, like we need to talk about this without him here, and then kind of looks back to Professor Sharpbeak. We'll do what we can, but we're going to need to talk things over first, as in plan of attack. I hope you understand.
Okay.
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 Wait, that was a teacher that did Felix try to spy on them and got caught?
Yes!
Yes.
And he's the guy who knew somehow that we had, like, notes, etc. from the lab. The sus lab place
Yeah,
under the
that's
school,
the
despite us
sus
not
guy.
disclosing that. Yeah.
We
the
never
sus-
got a follow-up. All I'm
No,
saying
we
is-
did not.
We should have
Sus guy.
someone follow up with them. I don't think it should be Felix, that's for sure, but
Actually. Pixis has
He's
What?
gonna beg?
Professor Sharkbeak is gonna nod hesitantly and go on his knees and beg. What?
You can turn your mic back on. We can still hear you when you talk.
He said one moment, I think he's
Oh.
having issues.
Never mind. My bad. You don't have to. You don't have to beg like that.
Yeah,
We'll just.
we'll do our best.
Observatory.
We'll do, we'll do our best. We'll go look. Okay, we will do it.
Volturus kind of looks over and leans in once again to Felix. Is this Hold on. No, Cooper disabled soundboards.
What a
Aw.
tragedy.
Lame. He'll fly
He'll
around the
fly around the
ceiling?
ceiling.
What the
Holy
fuck?
crap.
Okay.
Cooper leans into Felix once
Cooper
again.
leans in the Phoenix.
I think that are all your relatives like this, or is he a special case?
Felix will like slowly turn to face you with like a puzzled look. Relatives?
The rest of your species.
I
You
how
know,
would I know? You people.
you
do
know more Aarakocra and Owlins than we would, I assume.
Right, yeah. Everyone's, different. You don't really see me,
I mean, just because they're the
yippying
same
and
species
flying
doesn't mean
around
they
so
automatically
much.
know each other.
Volturus kind of looks at where he's flying around the ceiling, screaming "Yippee!"
Is that appropriate for a teacher to be doing?
I don't know.
How much pressure is he going through? This is...
I'm not sure. I think we may want to talk to the dean about
The dean's
Getting
not
it.
here.
Pats you on the shoulder. Well,
I wish Miss Dean was still here. She could help me figure stuff
Oh.
out.
no big deal,
no-
right?
Sorry, noble sacrifice?
If
What?
we have another near-death experience, the hospital bills are coming off of your paycheck, all right? I know Reese has already had to deal with enough visits
My bones
to the
still
infirmary.
hurt.
I mean,
Don't worry. We've been through worse. I'm
you've
sure.
you've been through way worse, like way worse. Like, forget medical bills. Include like being like pieced back together.
The 500
I
gold plus the
recovered.
Revivify jam?
Yeah, and I recovered just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still fine. Reese says, like, his arm's still shaking a little bit because his back fucking hurts.
Wait, do you think I could get special accommodations because of what happened? Because best of luck. We know where the observatory is, right?
I'm sure, I think. Volturus kind of looks to Felix. I thought you've flown all around this campus. You haven't seen an observatory?
I
I
look
feel
towards Lunar.
I look towards Lunar.
Wait, look at the cat.
Lunar, do I have a mental map or physical map of the entire campus? I guess. No.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you do. Okay.
You know, I don't think more trips to the hospital will do me any good anytime soon.
I don't think
I'm
it
a
would
little
be
concerned
beneficial
about my
for everybody.
current health.
You mean the
I'm-
whole,
Past the garden. Alright, cool.
I only have 3 pills left.
Oh. Look, I'm sure as serious as the professor was speaking about, I'm sure this will be like a simple thing. Right.
quick
Last
thing.
time we trusted anything from Ambrose, Reese almost drowned.
I did
And got,
almost
like,
drown.
every bone in his body broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I turned out I was doing just fine.
Yeah.
Volturus elbows Felix very lightly in the side.
Yeah, you were doing fine. I'm still not fine, but my not fine I don't think has to do with the fact that my bones were all broken. But I digress.
Volturus
How-
kind of looks at Reese. Out of context, did Reese tell everyone else about the shit, or...
Everyone else is vaguely aware. Volturus is still the only one who's seen his wings.
Okay.
Also, Volturus and Luna are still the only ones who know that Starfell is in his meds. He vaguely said it loud enough for Cal to hear, but Cal didn't press Reese about it.
Gotcha, okay. How do we prepare for this ... expedition?
Why do you make this sound so like? Nah, I'm sure this is
Cooper.
fine. This is fine. It's just gonna
Well-
be like a normal. We go there. We go and pick. It's like picking up groceries at a
our
store.
our eggs are
Give me
good
a
for the
quick
day. We could just
Wait.
our eggs
Is
are
there?
good for
Yeah,
the
it's
day.
prep time, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry to say this, but could I get like a quick recap of just we're supposed to go into the observatory.
We're supposed to
and
go
then
to the observatory and
pick up
look
the
for
mascot.
traces of the missing mascots, because they've all gone missing like Silverquill did.
And we know they're in the observatory just because
We know they've been in the observatory,
Yes.
Okay.
but they're currently missing.
They're missing.
Right.
Volturus kind of, once he's very, very sure Professor Sharpbeak is gone, looks to the rest of the class. So, we think they're dead, right?
Most likely.
I was, hoping, wishing for maybe they would be alive, stuck in cages,
Yeah,
maybe,
I mean-
but
A little hopeful, but after last time, not really.
We already found one glyph of, that strange woman.
There shouldn't be any other weird things in the observatory like in the library this time. I hope. I don't
What
want to
if-
see any more void things, preferably in my life.
would I know any notable
Seen enough.
things about the observatory just from the outside?
It's probably very large and tall, and it likely has a big... If it's an
Dome.
observatory in our sense... Yeah, I was gonna say, a giant fucking telescope sticking out of it. On a swivel.
I was also thinking it's just is it a popular spot, or is it only nerds go there or whatever? Or only a few people go there?
Hey!
Hey.
As an astronomy nerd... Oh, it's an animal observatory. That's different,
Animal
dude!
observatory.
We were thinking,
Okay, yeah, I was also thinking
astronomical
stars.
observatory.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a greenhouse.
Conservatory,
Oh.
Cooper!
Conservatory, yeah.
Nah, I got it.
Conservatory. Yeah, conservatory. So it's a conservatory, and Reese kind of just goes, well, I've been in there once for some of my studies.
Tomato.
Do you agree, though, that the fact that creepy guy teacher sent bird brain to us is ringing
You should
many alarm
stop
bells?
calling all Aarakocra bird brain. I think that's
I
inappropriate.
believe that this specific Aarakocra,
Let's not argue the validity of any names or nicknames.
saying it's not racist. I'm saying that this
I mean,
specific Aarakocra
Felix-
was certainly special.
I'm
Felix,
saying it's just a little
we
inappropriate.
did see a lot of your brains.
And she's
You
gonna.
know,
Hey.
you really bringing that up. You know that
Can you not bring that up, please?
She's
Well,
gonna
Tur's-
point to.
Well, Turz kind of looks Felix dead in the eyes. You do realize that your brains are not actually like those of a bird. they're very similar to a human's brain in terms of consistency, color, and what?
Let's not
What?
talk about this. I don't want to know about what's in my head.
Volturus
Except for
doesn't genuinely does not seem to see anything wrong with what he's saying.
I know. That's why Reese is stopping him.
Oh,
Reese
for
is
the
just
record,
like, well,
I don't call
Volturus,
him bird brain. I call him feathers.
Right. Well, either way, let's not talk about
Is that any
Felix's
better?
brain being scattered across the wall.
What if he looks at you and calls you Stony?
I don't want to think about Felix's brains right now. The physical brain, not his mental brains, because that's easy to think about his mental brains because he doesn't really have that much.
Excuse me? Now who's the one being offensive?
I'm not being offensive.
Well, I mean,
it's a fact.
If we're gonna go off of body mass to brain mass, they're not wrong.
Volturus looks at Pixis as a 5'4" fucking elf and just stares at them dead in the eye.
Anyway,
I'd like to repeat that.
Should we go to the conservatory?
You know,
We have 2 weeks to prepare.
That's what I was
a
thinking.
walking example of why engineering people need to take morality classes.
We have 2 weeks
Real.
we have 2 weeks till we get to go to the conservatory, or 2 weeks until the games.
2 weeks till the games.
Okay.
Well, let's let Lunar specify.
All right. Enough about brains. We have 2 weeks until the games. We could go to the conservatory today, see what we can find, and if we find nothing, then we can put it back on Ambrose to do it.
I still remember the cleaning lady complaining it took 2 days to get all the gray matter out the floors.
Please don't say that.
Volturus kind of looks at Reese. So what you're saying is we should put our brains together to create a plan.
Like Lulin's, or not Lulin's. like Felix's.
Reese puts his head in his hands
I
and shakes his
This
head
is-
in his hands.
I'll
Turns
have
kinda
you
looks
know
to
that
Lulin.
I was out there working hard to help you all not die. Okay,
you
and
did almost
do
like
I bring up
die.
all the times where you almost perished? No.
Volturus looks at Lulin. Do you have a morbid fascination with brains? Is that... He kind of looks at and blinks a couple
Enough
times.
about brains. Can we
Are
just
you the
go
type
get
to
some-
eat sweetbread as a breakfast item?
What?
What?
So Lulin.
Do you guys not know what sweetbread is?
No, we're
Like,
just
it's
wondering
Potato
why.
brain!
So
Oh.
What?
So Sparrow, you are so out of Marvel lore. Okay, I'll DM this to you. Where are you, Sparrow?
Reese is gonna get up, go to his room, grab his brother's sword, and then start to walk outside.
And then Lulin, he's just gonna just shrug and he's gonna go sweetbread. Yeah, as he basically reaches behind his back and he pulls out this a packaged sweetbread. So, are we gonna do this or what? As he walks.
Cooper just
as
asked
he
if
walks
anyone
out.
else following him. Reese has already left the building and
Lulin's
is just
already-
Volturus
standing
just kind
outside
of looks
waiting.
at Lulin. You do realize that spoils outside of an icebox. And can contain deadly prion diseases, which will slowly degrade your own nervous system until
Ion.
you die. You get what I mean, Tam.
I'm sorry, I'm being factually correct with chemistry.
Is Reese him in this situation?
Yes.
Yo, he's
You
him.
do realize that will spoil outside of an icebox, Lulin, and could potentially contain deadly prion diseases that will slowly degrade your nervous system.
I already had it frozen earlier today. This is the one I brought as a packed lunch.
Freezing it won't. Never mind. Volturus just kind of gets up, grabs his weaponry. You should check out a book on prions at some point. It'll potentially dissuade your habits.
Meh.
Not to mention the brain-eating amoebas I've heard about in the water recently.
I think I think my egg needs a walk. I'm gonna go. I think it needs some fresh air. I'll see y'all later. And Felix will quickly get up and go get his egg.
Felix is getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Reese left as soon as Sweetbread was mentioned. He just he grabbed his sword and left.
How much money do we have? Also, we should should we have someone follow the fucker? Ambrose?
Wait. Hold on. Disguise self. How long does this last?
Is Reese so
An hour.
Reese is heading to conservatory?
Yeah, that's where we're gonna go.
Felix will bring the egg along. But also head to the conservatory.
Ixis will follow Bird Dude. I feel like that's important, given the fact
Well,
that you're
Turris kind of
pressing it.
goes over to the before he leaves, walks over to the egg.
That decision. Is Urza Matok with me, or is he at his place studying like a fucking distant father he is? Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
You have a sending stone. Ring ring. Hey babe.
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna have
Babe.
Volturus do the same thing after, but
Urza Matok, something came up. I'm coming over with egg. I'll say into the sending zone. I don't know how many words you can say in the sending zone. I really hope that's within...
25.
Oh, that's fine. 25. I'm not counting that. That's only
Ixis is
25.
gonna do the equivalent of texting to Grayson's like, you're dealing with the egg for today.
yeah, Volturus basically takes his sending stone and basically says the equivalent, class 7 errand came up. I'll need you to take the egg. Sorry. Basically make sure takes the crucible, and is gonna basically make sure that he can get it to her. To her dorm if she's not available, or directly drop it off to her. Before he goes to join Reese.
Grayson is also on egg duty, but the pod is pod, so he basically just needs to check on it.
Alright,
Can he get
Urza
into the building? That's actually a thing. Does he have access to our dorm building?
Apparently the doors... Reese is watching.
Cal?
Hal could watch it, technically, yeah.
Cal is on babysitting duty.
Oh, he's babysitting all the eggs today. That's a good way to explain why he's
At least Reese and Lilins, yeah.
Yeah.
doing them a favor for once. We owe Cal now.
No, he volunteered.
I was gonna say, given that Cal's entire thing is dragons, he probably would not stand for thinking anything problematic could happen.
Grayson's gonna be over in a bit, but also, please help if need be.
As Felix kind of hands over the egg to Urza Matok, who kind of just mentions alright, yeah, it's something came up, it's a class 7 errand, you'll probably have to watch this egg for at least the rest of the day. Please don't do what you usually do with it, and talk to it. It seems to like that. Just don't leave it in the corner while you're studying again.
What Cooper type response to you first? Sparrow.
Honestly, words are words. It's a child. It doesn't understand what you're saying, no matter what you say.
Yeah, my dad actually, when I was not born yet, would read my mom, and technically small fetus me really boring war history books so that she could fall asleep. So it is true, words are words are words.
It.
Voltura's kind
Babies can
of
recognize voices, but they don't understand the human language until like 2.
it's closer to about 6 months they start getting a grasp on simple things, but yeah.
Simple
Um,
things.
If
Voltura's kind of, as he hands off the egg to Mina, basically casts thaumaturgy to play the egg like a little, because you could play like a tune. He kind of plays it a little lullaby with thaumaturgy. I'm so sorry. I'll I'll pick it up tomorrow instead for you.
Cooper, do radios exist? Fuck. Okay.
You get no radios.
I feel like we ask that question every session.
Multiple times, yeah. I'll pick it up from you
yeah.
tomorrow. Just once again, so sorry.
Yeah, she'll be like, whatever. Just bring me some food back from wherever you come.
Will do. I'll stop by someplace, get you some sweets or something before I come grab it tomorrow.
Well then, you all do so as you slowly begin to follow Reese's path, and you end up at the conservatory. Reese, you do get there first, so I will explain to you a little of it.
Oh, this is a
So
fat
Reese.
fucking map. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So, Reese,
Yes.
Zoom out.
you come here, and it is a giant kind of glass container of, how do I put this? Of almost giant renown. It looks to be almost a sphere of life itself. Trees are almost breaking across the grass. You can see, below it is rivers and even puddles of some liquid or another that's just fueling the magic.
Wowza.
And you don't have the key. So as you see this giant glass door, it remains still.
Reese is just gonna wait outside of it, I guess. He's just gonna wait outside, play with his dumb stupid cat in a way that a cat owner would play with their dumb stupid cat. He holds, I don't know, he holds Ku beneath her arms, and she stretches impossibly far. Cause she's a freak. So he sits on the ground by the door and he waits for the rest of the party.
Alright, the rest of the party, you slowly arrive and you all see the same thing.
Oh, hey, Reese. No luck?
It's locked.
Oh.
You don't have lockpicking skills, do you?
Well,
Felix.
I don't.
Not
Oh.
you. I'm not expecting you to.
Okay. Well, I didn't expect our first thought to be picking the lock. Maybe we could
Are
ask
we
someone
sneaking into
with
this
the
place,
key.
or are we here to talk?
Ask someone for a key. Maybe.
Volturus
You're
looks
right.
at Reese.
We should.
We got-
Mhm.
We should.
We
We also
should.
don't know what hijacked a bunch of probably extremely dangerous monsters from this place. Are you sure that the proper course of action is fiddling around with a key in a glass door which carries sound instead of just picking it open and quietly entering?
Exactly.
Or, I mean, we could always just case the area and look for, maybe an open window. Usually, I mean, you'd be surprised how much that happens.
He kind of looks.
Spoken
That's-
from a friend. Heard from a friend.
No, I was going to say that's not a bad idea if you want to do that for multiple reasons. In case potentially, since this is made of glass, something maybe got out, broke a hole in the wall.
I am asking this outside the game. Is this more like a spooky ambience, or are we going for regular shenanigan ambience?
Perception or investigation? Okay.
No
My
passive,
perception
right?
sucks.
Sure.
My investigation is much better.
My investigation's also much
If
better.
you want. Yo! Okay.
Sure.
Oh, I
Nat
don't technically
20!
That's
don't
a
get
14.
advantage. But okay.
rolled a nat
I'll
20.
do just 17 passive.
Reese is apparently very good at investigating, but when it comes to his perception, he's dog shit.
You know, we're
Wow,
just a
I'm-
group of investigators. Good
Maybe
old
he-
No,
detective.
I am a perception. Hello, I'm
Maybe-
a cleric.
So
I'm terrible
maybe
at
he just needs
perception.
glasses. That's basically what he
Reese?
needs.
No, he's great at seeing. He doesn't look at his surroundings.
Oh, that's absolute dog water. Wow.
According to my Nat 20 I roll investigation, Reese has great eyes. He's just unaware.
Also, I do have participate in the hobby of, you know, lock picking. I just don't carry tools with me. Because
Oh, that's right. I'm the one with thieves' tools.
I do in real life.
Also, Cooper, how long are we playing for? Because we started super late.
at least the suited off of champagne. My friend is showing me the big Yoshi. What?
Okay.
Huh?
Big Yoshi video. I hate my. No. It's Link though. Yo, Link. You can't just say the big Yoshi video like everyone knows and seen it before.
Everyone has. Anyway, we gotta play the DD.
Is Yoshi the dinosaur guy?
I don't know
Yes,
why,
from
but when we
Mario,
started
the
talking about
green
Mario,
dinosaur.
it just reminded me about the what's her face, Princess Peach's cheating
The
video.
fuck?
My Yoshi
What the
might go.
fuck?
He's me. I'm Yoshi. He's my guy. I pick him in every game.
I would play Luigi more
Yoshi's a
often
banger
if his,
pick.
so if his moveset wasn't as meh.
No, like in like racing. Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, I always pick Wario.
You know you're at I think you're at a disadvantage for picking Wario.
You
Yes.
would be
Both
the type to pick
morally
Mario.
and in the game.
Whoa! You know, it's because of his mustache, isn't it?
No, it's because it's fat. He's fat. He's a heavyweight.
Oh, wait.
There's classes in Mario Kart.
I only did so because I asked my niece who should I play,
Was
and
it like
then
a
she
paladin,
goes,
like a
and then she just
barbarian?
went Wario, and then I said, all right, cool, and I just never changed since.
So you're telling me that Bowser and Dry Bones don't weigh the same?
I think according to the game they do actually.
No way, Dry Bones. I know Rosalina is like a heavyweight.
Okay.
No way,
think
Dry Bones is.
I
So-
think Dry Bones is.
I think
yeah.
Dry Bones is a heavyweight.
Ain't
Yeah.
no way.
Hey,
Uh,
I just remembered, Goobers, we're playing D&D, so what are we
Yeah,
doing?
but Cooper's being shown fat
But
Yoshi.
Cooper gave us this
Cooper
big
cut.
Yoshi video.
Oh, so we can
Cooper's
dick
being
around.
shown big Yoshi.
Please, no. I don't need you both playing it. Please.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Cooper,
I'm sorry.
We
Please.
rolled for you.
Okay, I know you got a nat 20. So did Pizza's correct?
I got a 14.
Oh, yeah,
I also
14?
got a 14. Felix has got a 17. Will rolled in at 1.
Alright. So let's start with Lulin. So
Eek.
Lulin,
Jack shit.
just tell me what you were like looking for, or even if you were looking at all.
Well, as a player, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking out for, so I'm just gonna have Lulin just basically walk with
Entrances
his-
in the glass.
What's in the glass?
Like openings in the glass.
Oh, okay. So, Lulin...
Or like signs of anything stomping around here recently.
Okay, so Lulin is just gonna be like, he's just gonna be like whatever about it, and he is going to approach and knock on the door.
What?
Okay. Lulin,
Yes.
as you knock on it, you can see like a reverberation, almost like water spilling out over this thing. As you can see that like there is some kind of magical encasement around this thing.
Hmm. Am I able to identify what kind of spell it is?
Go ahead and roll me Arcana if you want.
Alright. So mine is always a plus. It's always a +6. Rolling now. I rolled an 18.
It is some kind of protection word spell, or what's the 6th level glyph spell? Glyph of warding.
Ooh.
There we go.
Glyph of warding. Alrighty. So
Yeah, and it seems to be cast over this thing.
Alrighty. So, as Lulin, as he just basically just shakes his head and goes, Glyph of warding spell, as he points toward the door.
Alright. For the rest of you, Pitsis and Volturus.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm over. You guys are you're looking for any pieces, correct?
The entrance is correct.
Valturis is looking. He's pretty sure Felix is the one who's gonna have more luck looking for like holes in the glass. Given I'm assuming this is more of like a dome shape, so we wouldn't be able to see the very top. Valturis is gonna look for any evidence of like, I guess because the mascots are large creatures, from what we know from like giant slime, dragon, etc. Any tracks, footsteps, etc. Basically, like if they actually escaped and didn't just magically disappear, any signs of that or lack thereof.
Pix is gonna be looking for
Okay,
weakness
so
in the glass because that's
weakness.
more their cup of tea. Structural integrity.
Alright. So we'll do a few filters first. So as you kind of look around, there seems to be check my notes just because. I'm not doing anything suspicious, I swear.
You are sus.
No. You can see that magic persists outside this area of the conservatory, even though it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be keeping something in more than it seems to be keeping something out.
What area?
The conservatory. Outside,
Just in
you guys
general.
are all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The glyph warding spell is more to keep stuff in, so you do find faint traces of like magic around the area, outside of it.
Okay.
For you, Pitsis.
Cooper, I want to ask, is it like they're active or like they've been disarmed / faded, etc.?
Faded, etc. Like somebody cast a spell here and it's been a little bit since it was last cast.
Okay.
Leave me to my voices. No, anyway. And then for you, Pitsis.
Wait.
Yeah, for Pitsis, there doesn't seem to be a weak point in the glass. Most of it is structurally sound.
For Felix, could he kind of just like circle around? I guess check more vertically, given that he has the ability to do so. Just to see if he notices like anything suspicious, because he did. There was that one time at the beach where you had a stalker.
Yes, so I will give you a few key things. Let's see. So there are stuff flying in the conservatory. No, that's not seeable. These are though. So you see those things on the map I've revealed. Can you see them?
Those little moose things.
Those are giant elk.
There's a wyvern
Yeah.
and a guy.
Yo!
A slime.
Yo, there's another bird. There's a lot of birds. Bird scent.
Is that the fucking Owlin from? Yeah, it's Javanash. Okay, it's. I was gonna say, is it the Owlin from our class? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And before we find out half our teammates or classmates are terrorists.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, given fucking our records. I guess I'll just like swing back around. It's like, hey, here I saw the like giant elks and the wyvern over by like, I guess to our left. Though I saw our classmate over to our right, which is weird.
So it's only the slime that's missing, and of course, you know.
The decapitated dragon. What?
Oh, I agree that shouldn't be really stated out in public, even if we're in this space. But I thank you for saying I did not clock. Yeah, no, yeah.
Volturus basically looks at Pixis, and then looks at Felix, and looks back at Pixis. We were told not to say anything about that to anyone by the headmaster of this school.
I didn't
Shush.
say anything to anyone. I said it out loud.
Yes.
To nothingness. Also, I did not say which dragon. I just said a decapitated dragon.
I would be careful, just in general. There's
Yeah.
once information's out, it's bound to be, well, fall into other people's hands, despite your best efforts. That's a given.
Hey Cooper, what do I get with my
Mhm.
nat 20?
With your nat 20, you wanted to investigate. What again? Just my apologies.
I think everyone covered everything else that I wanted to do, actually, which was guard on the edges, check for tampering with the outside glass, any weaknesses in the magic, and then look inside, see if I can gander anything.
You know what? Let's do it like this. Roll me a d4.
Okay, a d4. I'll roll my super sharp pointy one. That's a 1.
Okay, then it's the first one. So as you kind of step around, it isn't until your second kind of ruts through that you find this. What seems to be a very frightened, how do I say, golem in front of a corpse flower that seems to be hiding from it. Probably one of the mascots hidden in this area.
Okay. Reese will come back around to where the party is, and he'll gesture over in the area where he saw it, and he goes, "There's a golem in there. Did you say anything about the golem?"
Did he,
Golem?
Cooper? Because you were cutting out a ton.
Sharpie did not say anything about a golem, but he did say that there were other mascots in the area. This could be one of them.
Does anyone remember how many mascots there are?
You did not ask.
No, I'm asking the party.
I didn't say on the
Cooper, how many
flyer.
sibling schools does Silverquill have? We should know that, given we attend.
Yeah. So there are 4 other schools that have come here.
So that means there should be 4 mascots in total. So we have a wyvern, we have the deer, we have the slime, and that leaves 1 unaccounted for. Volturus kind of looks to Felix. There should be 4 other schools, which in theory should mean 4 mascots, so it's possible that there is a golem.
No, it kind of occurred to me. These mascots are friendly, right? Like, we're not going to have to subdue them, right?
What was our objective?
Not.
To
Find
find them.
Well, we found, so
and bring them to Sharpie.
And we gotta find them and then bring them. Okay.
Should we be bringing them outside of the conservatory, or should we just tell him that they're here?
Well, I did say find them, and it looks like they're not being a threat. So, wouldn't we be technically be completing our mission?
By finding
I
them,
don't know.
yeah.
This. I mean, as us, I was real worried. It feels like can't be this
Does.
easy, right? This feels a bit too.
Reese, you did see the golem beam it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Forgot about that part. Reese kind of like he does the finger point up like the nerd emoji, and he goes, "Well, the golem is actually being attacked by a giant plant."
I plan.
Volturus lets out a long, long sigh. It's always something with this school.
It's always something with the school.
I think it's like a bit weird how there's always like we always seem to be smack dab in the center of whatever weird shit's going on, like almost consistently to a absurd degree.
We're class 7? Like, I don't know. Seems like we get asked to do a lot of stuff. Wait, we're gonna get paid for this, right?
No.
Better be getting paid.
Wait, we can
No.
take anything from the observatory.
Hey,
Mhm.
maybe we don't do that. We
She
should
literally told us we could. But the first things first, we should probably go and make sure
Find
that
a
that
way.
golem doesn't get destroyed.
Right, yeah, let's do that.
How are we gonna get in? You know,
Figure that
at this
first.
point, since you don't have
did
use,
hand
we should
Volturus a
just
tea.
get. Oh, really?
Yeah, Volturus has the key.
What the fuck? Why
You
do
didn't say
I have
that.
the key? You never told me that!
Oh, sorry, it must have been broken up by the connection. But yeah, when you
Volturus
accepted that
kinda, like, blinks a few times, pulls a key out of his pocket and tosses it to Reese. I forgot he gave it to me. He was a bit,
Scatterbrained.
lot. He was a lot.
Use a lot. All
Oh,
right.
God.
Reese is gonna open the door with the key.
Wait, hold up a second. Is that will the glyph of warding still set it off despite it having a key?
I don't
No.
think that's
You don't know
how it
yet?
works.
But the
I
thing is
roll-
it's meant to keep things in, not out. Cooper specified that.
I
So
do.
on the way out, we'll have to worry. On the way in, likely not. If I was
Yeah.
understanding what Cooper said right.
I put the key
This-
in, and then I open the door.
This teacher's known to be like. Do we like know anything good about this teacher? Right? This is like the more and more I think about it, the more like I'm worried.
Hey.
If you want, you can roll me a history check on Professor.
I'm rolling fucking
Sharpie.
history. I have really good history. Let me.
I'll also roll history for
I'm
the
rolling
fucking-
history because
That
I rolled history, but my
That's
roll is so
true, Cooper.
insignificantly low that I shouldn't bother.
12, 4,
natural
6.
20 plus 6 equals 26.
Dirty
What the
22.
Okay, fine, sure. Everyone just get a fucking great rolls, whatever. It's my history.
I rolled
Minus
a
1,
7.
a 10.
So like,
Alright, so. Josh, okay. For those who rolled sufficiently, it wasn't that hard to check. It has. Professor Sharpbeak is the ill-named professor of the Natures and Animal Empathy class. His class, however, after a small incident, has been out of tune for the last 2 years.
Wait,
He
he
has
did.
been known to be. He has
So
been
he-
known to be a scaredy cat and a very helpful professor, as most of his animals that he keeps in his conservatory are that of a rare species and has unique traits. That is what you get.
All right.
So, Cooper.
Cool. I guess just to make sure before like we have this
Manipulable
conversation.
speak.
The key has been put in, right? And we didn't blow up.
Correct.
All right, cool. What?
Mhm. Yes. You said my name was?
Oh. Do I get to remember the other 4 mascots since I rolled on that 20?
Sure. Got it. Yeah. All right. So there is the Golem mascot from the whatever school. There is the.
Your school?
I. Give me a moment. There's a lot of schools. There's the Wyvern mascot from the Dredden, the Hallowed, the cult of the Hallowed Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
There is the Ice Serpent mascot. There's the Golden Deer mascot. No, sorry, not Golden Deer. The Elemental Deer mascot. And that's Wyvern,
Alright,
Hallowed Dragon.
So the only 4 are
The
Golem, Wyvern, Ice Serpent, and Elemental Deer.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
I thought you
Lulan,
said one was a slime, Cooper.
No, he mentioned that there were slimy-like inhabitants in the stuff.
Oh, well,
Not that one of them.
Okay, you were completely broken up. That's my bad.
okay.
No,
So
you're fine. It's my fault.
Lulan, he just basically just taps his chin and goes, "We're supposed to keep an eye out for a Wyvern, a Golem, an Ice Serpent, and an Elemental Deer."
All right. Right. Let's go kill a plant then, right?
I mean, if you so choose.
Well, yeah, likely that would probably be a good idea. If just to, get a sample on what. Whatever. I want to analyze it, which requires getting closer. See if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
something magically tampered with. So we'll likely have to kill it anyways.
Are there any nearby rocks?
You have what you have on the map. So.
I mean, there's
check that
grass,
first.
but I'm just asking, like, I don't know, golf ball size rocks.
Sure.
All right then. Lulan is going to place it at the base of the door so it doesn't fully close.
Okay. Alright, you do so, and you all walk in. So, let me tell you. As you walk in, you see the trunk of an enormous dead tree rises nearly 100 feet in the air. About near the base of the tree is its hollowed and carved out from the doors, windows, and spacious learning center surround the far inside of this tree that looks to be overlooked and full of buds. And you can see it clear from your space, the kind of center of all this. As you look down below you, it's about like a good 20-foot drop. You can see nature preserving you. Stuff climbing around, buds, beetles, slime, flowers. Each of these seems to be almost a rare material, something only that could exist through extreme patience and magic. And so, you walk forward. The map is now active. Be careful where you step.
Question: Are there plenty of security measures of signs to keep the wildlife trapped inside the building?
This is just a hard, right?
There's the warden, Glyphs.
Felix,
Yeah, what's up?
could you please check if the area is safe to cross?
why am I the?
Because you can fly.
That's not going to help a glyph of warding.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to walk forward and trigger all the traps.
No, I want you to inspect the place for traps.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought this was like hazing.
If
Anyways,
I wanted you to kill yourself, I would just tell you to kill yourself.
I mean, I guess you're direct.
It's called being it's called being honest.
Yeah, honest. All right, I'll take a gander then.
Alright.
Volturus kind of leans into Reese. Is this abrasive to you too?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Okay.
While you were sick, he never mind.
Is it about the strange word I heard you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Volturiska's ears kind of flick. Sensitive hearing, poor eyesight.
Ah. I mean,
Don't let him make you uncomfortable.
it's fine.
Just... You're sure?
I mean, it was kind of weird at first being called a specimen, but like, it's fine.
Makes three of us. Volturus just kind of shrugs and like walks forward. You know.
I don't know how to describe the look of the big massivest frown that goes on Reese's face when Volturus says that. I'm gonna draw it real quick, actually.
Like you drew Rio horror.
It's like Rio horror, but it's like a slightly different type of frown that I'm thinking of. Hold on.
Rio horror is like a staple of my emotes now, by the way.
I know, it's so good. I have
It's so funny.
I just have like the perfect like image in mind for how Reese is frowning. Hold on. Carry on while I draw this.
Yeah, I need to put in some nice loving music for you guys. Cause yeah, it's loving. I swear.
It's not going to be battle music, right?
I need to let out the
What do you
dog,
mean?
BRB.
I mean, the only time we should be spared about battle music spare is when you hear Latin. When you hear Latin, that's when you know shit's about to get real.
Is that like a lunar thing, or is that just a general thing?
That's just Latin intensifies.
Huh. I'll take your word for it.
Come on, will you remember that?
So, can you do a low flyby? Is that correct? Yes, Felix?
I have a very mental image in my head, but I'm not going to share it.
You do a low flyby, correct, Felix?
Yeah.
Could you please move your token to the desired gravesite?
Did you say gravesite?
Gravesite?
No. What do you?
Felix is dying here, boys.
What do you mean? I didn't know it. Yeah. Just
Where
move your
the fuck
token.
is Felix already dead? Where is he?
He's right there. He's right there.
Gravesite.
They're all the way at the
shit.
butt.
Okay, he's gonna go over here, and then he's just gonna do. I'm joking. Just whoa, and he'll kind of just like do a circle around here, and then head back.
Felix.
Music.
Music
that's
isn't-
battle music.
No, it's chill music.
It's ominous music.
No. Felix.
Huh?
You see this thing you see what would have been almost an unnoticed kind of flower-like combination in this water. Like 9 flowers toppled on top of each other, looking pretty inconspicuous. If Reese hadn't pointed this out to you, you would just assume it was a bunch of like a flower bush or something. By the way, move yourself back there. You're not getting out of this free, buddy.
What did I miss with taking out my fat dog?
So,
At a grave
Felix,
site, and Felix is gonna die.
Yeah, Felix is at his gravesite.
Okay.
No, he's just flown by a 9-headed bush. I mean, 9 flower bush. Yes.
Hey, this thing looks a bit strange.
There's such an easy joke to be made there.
So you see.
Hope it doesn't give him too good of head.
You see this thing kind of.
Oh.
You see like one of the buds spin around and it almost lost on you. The other 3 buds pointing at like this golem. As you looked harder.
Cooper, that token is 10 heads.
Through the kind of wisping of the water,
I drew the look.
you see that it had vines latching out and almost sucking the life out of this golem. As it turns one of its flower heads, and you see the vines kind of push up against the water.
Whoa, that's just
And
freaky.
you get this nice, immaculate smell. Death. Have you ever seen a corpse flower in your life?
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
one in the,
just wanted to make-
Calcutta.
I'm
I've
guessing
seen them
that's
in
what it
Animal
smells like.
Crossing.
Yo, real.
And you are able to fly back to the rest of your companions, my man. As, just move yourself there real quick. Just move to the place you want to be. Okay. Anyway, continue.
Hey, so I was gonna say something. Do I know it's following me?
I mean, do you see it on the map following you?
Yeah.
Well,
So
Turris kind of watches it lumber towards them. Problem, everyone.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Reese
Lulu-
was correct. There is an evil plant thing. It smells horrible.
Why would I be wrong about that?
You don't have to be. It's not that you can lie. It's just that you can be wrong. It happens more
Felix,
often than not.
behind you.
Lunan is going to immediately is going to immediately transform.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
That is how much temporary HP?
1d10 plus a warlock level. I need a roll.
Symbiote shit,
Right.
Skid.
So you.
Well, I knew symbiote
as you
shit.
do
It's
that,
just I've
I'll
never
just add that
been
to
so
your
casual.
sheet, I'll add it later, but you transform as like opposite takes over like goes over your head.
Well, I guess have fun, frontliners. Good luck with this, and I'll move away. And not
You do,
proc
so you see
opportunity.
one of the whips of the corpse start to whip out, snatch at like the kind of the bridge that you're hovering over it, and it's not able to reach it, and like just settles down and seems to be looking at you flying overhead of it.
Why do we have such dangerous things on our campus? Why is it every time?
Maybe this is why the professor was freaking out.
Maybe my dad was right and I shouldn't have gone to college. Reese says as he pulls out his sword.
I'm gonna, Could I have cast
wait,
detect
wait.
magic as a ritual during this time, Cooper?
Yeah, sure.
Magical is this fuckface.
What do you mean?
This is just normal biology,
Is a corpse flower magical? I guess.
I mean, it's alive.
Move, yes.
Necromancy. Yeah, it's necromancy.
Well, Taurus kind of looks to Reese. It's been animated.
I shouldn't have come to college. This is awesome.
So can it not reach us up here, Cooper? Is that what you're saying?
As
Yeah,
Lunan
it can.
finishes transforming, he's going to say in a in a deep voice to Reese, but going, so, makes things more interesting.
Are you
It does seem to be hovering around you, though. It
Yes.
definitely seems interested in its new
Okay.
way of Felix.
With an asterisk.
So it's only looking at me right now.
right?
It's looking at all of you, but like one bulb will shift between like Volturus and Reese, and like another bulb will shift between Lulin and Fitzus.
Is it?
But one bulb is always tracking you, Felix.
That's freaky. Is it sizing us up?
Yes.
I think it likes you.
Absolutely.
How nice. I'll make
Um,
sure to stay a bit further than usual.
Cooper, are corpse flowers stuff that can be researched?
Yeah.
Is this creature, I want to hazard a guess. Would Lulin kind of know what kind of things it would want, like food or
It's an animated creature. It's not a typical plant.
yeah. So I'm just asking. Like,
If it's
overall.
animated, that means someone's controlling it somewhere.
It likes
most
to
likely.
harvest the dead. I'll tell you that.
Oh, how lovely!
Oh no, Felix, stay away from that thing. It likes dead things.
Hey, okay.
Can it tell? Do I really? Do I have a lingering
Too
smell?
Too busy
No.
to think about that.
I think the better question should be, if it only wants dead things, in theory, why is it attacking an inanimate golem? Hmm?
Maybe it's territorial.
Volturus kind of looks over at it.
You can see it slowly goes back to its domain, and begins to torture the golem again. It looks to be searching something for it, but it's not finding it.
We need to kill that thing. It's evidently being controlled. Even things such as shambling mounds don't display intelligence. Plus, if it's an animated creature, as we said, someone had to reanimate it. Which means someone was here who has some sort of ill intent.
Are we
Alright,
able to track who's controlling it?
No, unfortunately, that's not within my skill set.
Luna's going to look around to see what could be. Do you need to be in direct vicinity? Like, do you need a line of sight or within the same area?
No.
Hey, what's that thing that just got added to the map?
Oh, that's spooky. What? Can we get the spooky description?
You look upon the black pudding. Or
Whoa.
sorry, apologies, black ooze.
A black pudding. Do you not know what that is, Skid?
Is that?
No, I couldn't hear what Cooper said.
Is
I
that
heard
a-
black gibberish? Basically, I was like, "What?"
Is that the slime? This place is fucking weird.
Is that a slime?
Yes, it's a slime.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell the consistency. Let's
Right.
just shoot
so,
something.
So, so that's a slime.
Volturus died. Volturus is alive again.
My
But you know
Discord
you've been
crashed.
putting these in doodles, right?
Oh shit, Ron fucking his name. My apologies. Shit.
You're
I
good.
thought I was putting it down there. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
was like,
that is a pile of black sludge, and over there is a giant corpse flower.
One of them is
Um,
actively attacking the thing we are supposed to be dealing with.
Yes, let's deal with that first. I don't want to think about the black pudding right now.
All right. Frontliners, do your thing.
Well, Tourist kind of walks over here. Is this still out of its reach, Cooper? Is this the same kind of height?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Could I see Javanesh from here?
Yeah, clearly. He
It
seems
is
to be
also-
dealing with something that has his full attention, and he's going hey, and you can hear him shouting, but he's fully occupied with it.
Hold on. I'm not gonna do the full thing. Volturus kind of walks over to him. Hey, Jemanesh.
Okay, so you walk over and let me see. You can see, like, as soon as you speak to him, you see like a clear thing of like, oh fuck, I've been found out. And then like he sees it's you and is like, okay, the Turks, right?
Yes. He kind of looks over towards the corpse flower. Does Javanesh have an aura of magic right now? Because it'd be a concentration spell.
No.
Okay. Volturus kind of looks to him. If I could ask, what exactly are you doing here? I was under the impression the door was locked until we came in.
You are not wrong. He kind of ruffles his feathers, and you can see like there's a fountain in front of him, and you see him like start to speak to it, and you see the water a little rumble before like he stops himself. Like, well, I'm friends with some of the people from Lothareth.
He kind of looks to the water. Did I see it like ripple?
Yeah.
Water elemental?
Oh my! And like he kind of like almost does like a few as like you see like the water ripple again. You don't obviously see that, but you can see like that and alive.
Volturus kind of gestures over to where I'm assuming that's an earth elemental is. Cooper looking at the token.
It is in fact we'll call it that for now.
Okay, well, whatever it is.
The spirit statue. My apologies. Spirit statue.
Yeah. Volturus kind of looks at it. We were sent, without divulging too many details, we were sent here by, I believe, the keeper of the conservatory, Professor Sharpbeak, to investigate happenings with the mascots for the contest. So I was surprised to see anyone else here.
I am too. Not many people are supposed to be in here, so.
No, I assume not. He kind of looks to the elemental, like, and the corpse flower. How long has that been going on down there?
You mean those blood? Oh, what the fuck?
So that's a new development.
Yeah. I always just assumed that was a bunch of flowers. Okay.
He kind of looks at it. So it didn't used to move.
No.
He just kind of sighs and gives like a nod. I'll leave you to that. Thank you, by the way.
When you're done with that, can you help me with my water?
With his what? Cooper out of context?
His water spirit. That's what he's calling it. It's not actually the thing. It does seem to be a mascot, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Sure. Though, I believe that, he kind of looks back down at the flower. Takes temporary priority. But I'll get the rest of Class 7 over here after.
Who just gives you like a thumbs up with like his clawed hand. Who have fun.
I'm sure we won't. Volturus kind of like gives him like a half-hearted wave and walks away. Is Felix actually there?
Felix? Just like
I mean, he
back.
can if you want to.
More of just like didn't want to butt in, but just back up because this is technically an active battle zone. What's up with him?
Water elementals in the fountain. Probably one of the mascots. That being said, he kind of looks to the corpse flower. That didn't used to be a thing. It's a recent development, apparently. We should definitely get rid of it. Someone cast that spell very recently.
At this point, do we see what the plant is doing, other than like specifically or to the
Alright,
golem?
yes. You see that like it's bouncing around the golem and like combined with kind of holding it in place, and it seems to be looking for its corpse to be well nourish it, but it's not finding.
Oh, so it thinks
Wait.
it's a corpse.
So, a corpse flower is, as I'm understanding this, Cooper, is that it's a flower that consumes corpses, or it's a
Typically-
corpse, or is it like a composite entity of corpses to make a flower?
Typically, corpse roses and similar types of flowers in real life grow around graveyards and corpses and use them because the soil is fertile due to the decomposing bodies. However, Cooper, you should probably give an explanation as to what this thing is in game.
Yeah, here I'll post a little thing, and I'll say
Themselves,
with
like
your
the actual thing that's
your
called a corpse
intelligence.
flower, they just smell like death
Because
because it attracts insects.
so I have an idea here, but based on the image we're about to get, is going to determine how I want to approach this.
I put it in common area what a corpse flower is, or at least the normal version of it.
Through the earth means scavenging humanoid
Okay.
corpses. Okay.
Cooper.
Mhm.
I have this ability called Speak with the Dead. Or Speak
Right.
to Dead. So,
Mhm.
with this thing being a composite of corpses, would I essentially be speaking into a hive mind?
Yes.
Luna's gonna go, excuse me. He cast the spell Speak to Dead.
Okay. I did not intend for this. All right.
To be honest, I actually just kind of
voice
picked
would
up
I
thinking
use?
it would have been funny to speak to one of us if one of us died.
I'm all right. What I'm trying to determine what. Fuck. What is the? I'm trying to remember the voice of the flood. One moment.
Oh, the grave mine.
Mm-hmm. So, Lou, you reach out. What does this look like?
Like the spell, or like, what are you asking?
Yeah, I think he means
Like
the
to
spell.
everyone else. Yeah. What does
Oh,
the spell look like from Lulin?
as Lulin, he kind of like conjures like the glowing veins begin to flow toward his palm as a glowing green energy begins to formulate, and then from there Lulin brings it closer to his throat as as his best friend splits away to reveal his skin underneath it, presses it, and then from there he's able um to glow further, but then it subsides as he's able to speak to it.
All right. As you do so, but I can't do this voice justice. But here, I'll try. You've reached out to us. You
Hello. Yes, I have. To whom am I speaking with?
We no longer die.
The wonder what?
We no longer adopt a name.
Hmm.
It is only us. Only.
Hmm. What do you want?
Another meal. Another bounty.
Another
Yes.
meal, another bounty. Okay.
Sure. It is not harvest. It is not harvestable.
Hmm.
Harvest. Harvest. I must harvest. We must harvest.
Do all of you must harvest? Or did something else tell you to harvest?
Harvest is our means of survival. Harvest is us.
If we can guarantee for the harvest, would you be willing to leave this place peaceably?
One of the buds are going to flip over to you, Lewin, and
Hmm.
you say like peacefully, almost like it's like almost an annoyance that you said this word.
One of the bugs. Yeah.
Your harvest would be good for us. The bird would be harvestable. Do you offer us the bird?
The bird is harvestable. May I ask why you have a preference for, as he points to Felix, the bird?
Little bones of the bird shall bend well for the harvest. So
Little
shall the
bones.
wind.
Okay. How much is Lulin turns around and he faces the rest of the party. Goes, are there any plants in the wild that actually eats birds?
Birds, no. Insects, yes.
I was about to say.
If they get big enough, a pitcher plant could take a small bird, but that would have to be a pretty stupid bird.
Why are we
Yeah.
talking about birds?
Oh yeah, it wants to eat you because your bones are smaller and therefore more delectable, easier to digest for the
So
harvest.
we're not going to do that.
Yeah, we certainly aren't going to do that.
Felix is kind of like he was kind of by the edge, leaning over, trying to keeping an eye on the plant. He's gonna go to the other side now.
Mm-hmm. So
Cool.
it wants to harvest. It does not know why it's here. All it knows it must to harvest.
Correct.
So, you, as he points toward the corpse flower, or all of you, you require a harvest.
Correct.
Where are parts of you from?
I'm gonna roll something.
Because I know they're speaking of a composite entity here, but I do know there probably have to be at least fragments of different
Damn.
parts of itself, and different. Hopefully.
Okay. Alright. The flowers of us were born here. The buds and the springs. The skulls and the bones have been laid to rest elsewhere. Atop a giant, not giant peak, a stone's peak.
So, okay. So the corpses are assembled everywhere, but the
The corpses are from a stone peak. The buds have been here always.
oh, so the buds have always been here. Eh. It seems to me our professor here was experimenting with this shit. But, and he might be also be a, what's it called? Must be dealing with corpse dealers because all the corpses came from a mountainous peak.
That,
The
or someone
professor-
has been doing this nefariously behind everyone else's backs.
Right. So, it's a weed. Do we uproot it? As Lulin turns to the party.
Do we have
can't
another
just-
choice? Because we're not giving it Felix.
And I don't think we can let it go.
No,
I don't-
it's dangerous and it's a threat to everyone on campus.
I think
Plus,
Reese
it's
is
interfering
thinking
with
of
our
his sword
objective.
brother right now.
What was that, Reese? I
I
can hear you.
think that was me, Skid. Reese is thinking of his sword brother right now, who is dead, but it's not a body. But Reese is kind of being a little dumb about it, so he's like clutching his sword a little bit.
So, we don't need to fight and kill it, right? We can just, as long as we evacuate all of the mascots, we technically did our objective.
Where do we?
If you want to try to pull the mascot out of its reach, that is fully possible. You
No,
don't
that
have to
actually
kill
is
it.
possible. I have Grasping Eldritch Blast. If I just shoot it once, it just gets pulled toward me. No saves.
Hey, Cooper.
It's up to you.
Could I use a combination cantrip ground spike and poison spray? Get rid of the ground beneath it and then weed killer this bitch.
Let me check some things.
I like the idea too because I also have Mold Earth.
Because I could, actually, that's an idea. I could pick this thing up in the air with ground spike, and then we could split that ground apart, and then poison it to kill it.
But it's a plant. Would poison be effective on it?
I highly doubt it, and poison's probably one of the most resisted elements in the game.
And I'm not saying that to be like metagamey. I'm just saying genuinely, I'm not sure it'd actually like work out the way we think it would.
But weed killer.
But weed killer and poison are different.
Are different, yeah.
Are there like
Unfortunately,
kind
don't
of
always
like
try.
Poison spray
You can
is
always try.
vinegar.
Poison spray is poison, not.
We could
the
just say
same.
it's vinegar for a bit.
That's not how that works.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn back to the corpse flower. Alrighty, cool. I don't like referring to you or it, so I'm just gonna call you, what was it? A bundle of flowers? Or flowers for short.
This is acceptable.
Alrighty, cool.
Bundle it shall be.
Alright, bundle. Okay, so, bundle of fun over there. It is harvest, so, bundle.
Yes. Yes.
Here, give me a second. I lean in toward Reese and Pixis and I whisper to them, would it be a good idea to basically threaten that if it does not let the mascots go, we are going to destroy it? Because I can't think of anything else at this point.
Wait, one more. Are you asking the party that or bundle that?
No,
The
I'm asking
party
that.
that.
I'm asking that, but he's leaning to Reese and Pixis first.
Let me move Reese actually back over on the map. Maybe. What's the... I can't really ask what's the worst that could happen. But... what's the worst that could happen?
It consumes one of us and you become part of the hive, joining the bundle.
Okay, well... Okay.
I mean, you won't be out without friends for sure.
I have enough friends. I think I'm good.
Alrighty, cool. So, ultimatum, we get it to leave. If not, we destroy it. We good?
Agreed.
Me?
Felix? Alrighty, cool.
Though I'm definitely gonna report it after it leaves.
Alrighty then. So, Bundle. Bundle, you hear me, buddy?
Bundle.
Mhm.
Ask what?
So, Bundle, let me give it to you straight here, friends. You are currently threatening the thing, Hazy points toward the golem, that's important to us. We are going to give you this warning to let that thing go. If you don't, we will have to incapacitate you by force.
You desire the stone.
Yes.
This bundle cannot harvest the stone, but does not wish. Oh, I wouldn't say wish. Does not seek of its freedom. Bundle seeks harvest.
Okay.
Pertain another creature from these lands, and Bundle will let stone go.
Alrighty. It wants a trade. We offer it some sort of living creature. It will let the golem go.
And
Preferably
you
a bird.
say we should... Volturus kind of looks to Lulin. I don't want to say this, but are you crazy?
I'm currently talking with a sentient bundle of corpses.
Bundle.
That's
wishes
not what I
bird.
said.
No, I'm not suggesting we offer ourselves. It's just asking for
You're
anything.
suggesting... And what do you suggest we offer, Lulin? What do you suggest we offer to it?
I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas.
Would you like to look around the area, see if you find another creature?
Yes, I'll take a look around.
Okay, roll me perception.
And Clive to also look.
Clive is a robot. He cannot give you...
Reese gives Volturus a very worried side eye.
Alright, Lulin, you look around and you don't even see the black pudding. It's gone to you. Alright. Let me see. The torch flower and the wyvern are clear as day, so is the giant tree in the classroom. The giant elk are as well. Yeah, with it too, you can't really see much. Does anyone else want to look?
I'll take a gander.
Okay.
Should I roll investigation?
No, perception.
I have shit perception. Yeah, Reese doesn't see shit. That's a 3.
Alright.
Are you
Once
more
again,
concerned about you being the living thing that's going to be sacrificed to the monster?
I think he's more concerned about his brother, the sword, because I don't think Reese is thinking that his... Because if this thing is trying to eat a golem, he's like, my brother's technically a living thing. He's a sword. He's edible. I don't want this thing to eat my brother.
Oh, it's people.
His sword is a person.
Alrighty.
Nah.
I rolled a 2, so my overall score is 5.
Yeah, Lulin, you're not seeing many other options. Neither is Reese.
I'll roll.
I mean, you can hunt those giant elk up there, you know. grab them.
No.
There are 2 of them. That means, one to spare.
Yeah.
Cooper, I rolled an 18 after mods.
I also rolled
Okay.
a 17.
Alright. Hiding in the bushes like a armed predator, waiting for you all to hop down. There was a giant scorpion below you.
Oh.
You see it?
Well, Turris kind of sees the scorpion, and he immediately, doesn't point it out to anyone, but he gets this very conflicted look on his face.
It looks to be waiting patiently. Both you and Pitts to see that.
Yeah, Volturus kind of looks at it and looks like he gets kind of an unreadable look on his face, is the best way to put it.
Fun. Love that.
So, Lulu, what are you going to do?
Do they tell this to me?
Volturus kind of looks at it. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. I can cast it free once per day. And you hear it kind of make a couple of, I'm assuming we're gonna say clicking noises, as he basically, he kind of basically, as he's looking down, makes a couple of clicking noises to the scorpion and basically says, "What are you waiting for? To hurt us, I'm assuming."
Just have to keep speaking to the fucking animals. Alright.
Yes,
So-
Cooper. Yes, we do.
Hey, this it's a magical based adventure, so
I'm aware.
Magic?
I just
In our
didn't plan
magic
for it.
school?
Okay. So, Volturus, you do so, and you hear like a clitter clatter as you say like you're waiting for us. And you see like the Steiner like jumps up and it rises out of the bushes and goes, "Seems I was caught red-handed."
Cooper, you need to speak up.
Oh, seems I was caught red-handed.
It's alright. However, he kind of makes a slight gesture to Lulin, very subtly. They're going to want to try and sacrifice you to that creature in front of you. The thing that's attacking the stone entity. If you show yourself. Leave us alone. And leave it alone. And you won't be harmed. But if you reveal yourself, they will try and sacrifice you to that thing.
I must. You see it like pops its head. Like it looks to be thinking, as much as a giant scorpion can be thinking.
Which is not much.
Yeah. It goes, Whoopsie over there is no good. Run
No.
me through like a jagged pipe of flowers. It's just gonna kind of like go back down to its base form, and you see the claws like dig into the ground as it. You see almost like camouflage as it goes back to the bushes. It doesn't seem to be in pounce mode anymore.
Okay. Volturus just kind of, looks to Lulin. Nothing here. I think our only choice is going to be to kill that thing, unfortunately.
alrighty. So, alrighty, gang.
I'm gonna put a heart on it. It's friendly now.
Ready to deal with said problem?
Yes, sir.
Alright then.
This is where I have to reveal, in and out of character, or out of character. Volturus, has more compassion and empathy for animals than people. If you asked him to shove a person down there, he would've. But if you ask him to sacrifice and kill an animal, he's gonna go, "Nuh-uh, those were my only friends for like 3 years!"
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
baby.
So-
Personally, I want to do a cool thing. I want to do a cool spell thing that I have an idea for. So,
I mean, you can have the floor, so next thing I'm going to think about is that we're going to all collectively fight this thing.
yeah,
But,
it's a fight. It's a start a fight spell and or in the middle of fight spell, so I didn't want to use it.
Alrighty. So, alrighty, bundle.
Bundle. Respond.
I swear to God, if we encounter a brother later named Trundle, I'm going to be very upset. Anyways,
Don't give
Um,
You
Cooper
name
ideas.
him?
huh? No. So anywho, I am just gonna go. Alrighty, gang. They can't say we didn't try.
Indeed.
Alrighty. So Lulin is going to before Lulin does his thing. Skid, do you want to do your thing?
No, I want to do my thing in the middle of combat.
Alrighty, cool. Lulin's gonna go. Well, we can't say we tried. And Lulin basically does Eldritch Blast toward the corpse flower.
Alright, roll it.
And before we continue, are we gonna actually do the fight, or is this something we're gonna
No,
save for next time?
Save for the next time. This is like, hey, what's your opening move?
Alrighty,
Okay.
alrighty, alright. So I will now have Lulin make a shot. See if I can actually hit him.
Means I have time to draw the thing I want to do.
Alrighty. Alright, D20 plus.
And you're grasping a Hadar on it, right?
No, I'm doing an
Eldritch
Eldritch Blast. I rolled a.
That's right.
Is that correct? Yep, so that is a 12 plus 6. That's 18. Does that hit?
That hits.
Alrighty then.
yeah.
So it gets pulled forward 10 feet.
Okay.
And then,
One.
yeah. And I will do 1d10 damage to it. I do 9 points of force damage to it.
Okay. So you grasp his thing and it in. Let's see. Alright, you all see the health bar?
Health.
What? Oh,
You all
health
see the
bar.
health bar. Yeah.
Oh, health bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, nice. Easy.
Oh.
Okay.
I hope it spawns ads.
Well, it does
Please
have...
don't give him any ideas.
I mean,
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it does have a lot of bulbs. 9 bulbs. So I expect at least 9 minions.
You know, Lunar, if it
that is
spawns ads, I'm
hilarious.
gonna
need
say mean words to
minions.
you.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that actually is hilarious. Okay,
Alright. We're gonna roll initiative for this session, or are we saving that one for next time?
next time. But
Alright.
yeah, I'm just gonna tell you what happens as bam, Lulin, you enter out your Eldritch Blast. It slams into this flower. You see, like it get pulled like a little bit off the ground and towards you, and it kind of like slams into the river as the tendrils go everywhere, slopping up water, pulling weeds, and attempting to heal itself from your blast. As out from its weeds, little flowers appear, and they bloom in such a glorious, decaying position that they almost resemble bodies. Nice, rotting corpses as they slowly begin to move. And we will start the encounter next time as 9 zombies have appeared for this nice bundle of flowers.
You hate us.
Hey, I'm really sorry to say
really
this.
don't.
Could I spawn the Stark Felix before all this happens?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll
The
just...
large Felix.
Alright then. Alrighty, guys. Say goodbye to the recording.
Goodbye,
recording.
recording.
Goodbye, recording.